What's up, guys? Kevin Cage back with another cryptocurrency update. If you're invested into XRP, be sure to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when I upload my next video. Let's get right into it. So at time of recording, XRP is at 61 cents. Now, I want to talk about some huge fintech players like Center, of course, who've had a plethora of news come out about them, but I want to talk about a group that many people do not, and this is OMFIF. They are an independent think tank with investable assets of approximately $39.5 trillion. And of course, we have some direct connections to you-know-who, the company Ripple, and of course XRP, alongside some other crypto assets that may be focusing on monetary policy and central bank digital currencies. Let's get in. Be sure to stick around for this one. So, right here, this is back in November, a full PDF shared by Bank XRP on Twitter. OMFIF highlights Ripple in new blockchain and banking paper. The section provides a new overview of Ripple's role in blockchain banking. Understand, this is wholesale interbank settlement. Furthermore, the report notes that the ISO 20022, and I believe it's 222, compatibility is crucial in cross-border payment technology. Now, we'll go right here, open up the document, 32 pages, just Control F, and just look at cross-border payments. Understand, international payments have tons of friction today, tons. And yes, that is opportunity for fintech players that have a war chest of capital ready to make moves and already have a $10 billion valuation. So Control F for Ripple. We can see right here, we have large banks. You got JPM, and we'll talk about them, of course, with new developments with, of course, Center, the consortium. We have fintech, we have Ripple. We'll keep going right here. Tokenization, availability, characteristics, JP Morgan, etc. And then we also have XRP. We'll keep moving. Decentralized Ripple network. And back in the day, they call it the Ripple network. Overall, it's essentially the XRP ledger. And then, or you could just talk about Ripple Nets, which is, all of Ripple's direct customers or people that can utilize RippleNet. And, arguably it is distributed as well when it's over XRP ledger. All right. Right here, spotlight. Rather than compete with large banking companies, Ripple plans to partner with leading financial institutions and provide them with a blockchain solution. We have XRP right here, seeking to position itself as an alternative to SWIFT. So you guys decide, but right here, by consolidating liquidity to service international payments from many disjointed international Nostro accounts. Remember, Nostro Vostro, these pre-funded accounts around the globe. People come to me, they send me emails all the time saying, oh, this is an XRP killer. There's like 7 to 10 attributes that need to have all of them checked before it can even compete with XRP. Yes, I see some that can do 2 things better than XRP, but XRP can do 5 other things better than that. So there's going to be pros and cons, and each customer is going to value something different. Remember, this issue is measured in the trillions of dollars. Please understand the protocol that we own and can hold because it is open source as well. All right. Also, so in line with OMFIF, and we'll talk about them more, we have Algorand, and they were announced back in September. Notice, Algorand Foundation is excited to join the Digital Monetary Institute of OMFIF as a new member and take part in discussions surrounding policy, central bank digital currencies. We've seen how many banks have announced the last 2 years of doing pilots and going completely digital. We have blockchain and digital finance. And as we can see here and actually see their announcement, we are pleased to welcome a new member, Algorand, and you know that ALGO is one of the crypto assets that I am holding as well. DMI is a high-level group which convenes policymakers, technologists, financiers, and regulators to explore the challenges and opportunities of digital finance. So, right here, as we've shown, $39.5 trillion at the heart of this network. We can see this is OMFIF, and it's very familiar to Ripple, notice, with teams in London, Singapore, and the US. An independent think tank for central banking, economic policy, public investment. All connected. So any crypto asset that's directly, involved with them as well, I keep a close eye on them. And also, there are retail and wholesale central bank digital currencies. There are different use cases across the board. We know that Algorand is one of the first crypto assets that actually has the Marshall Islands, like 100% CBDC built on top of their protocol. Now, I understand the Marshall Islands is a small population, but progress is progress. They hired a tech provider to go hunting, and they found ALGO, and at least Algorand, to be one of the 100% proof or pure proof of stake blockchains. So very, very interesting. Of course, we know the founder of ALGO, they have connections to Ripple as well, to no surprise, with, MIT, and MIT runs an XRP validator. We have tons of backing from them, and he's the one that came up with zero knowledge proofs. Anyways, enough ranting. We'll keep moving here. So keep an eye on this Digital Monetary Institute. And right here, discussions on how CBDCs, blockchain, and DLT will potentially change society and financial services have been central to OMFIF's recent research and off-the-record meetings. Now, I want to expand upon this. It's going to go beyond financial services, but initially, this is where the friction exists today. We already have the Internet of Information, and I know it sounds cliche, but we will have the Internet of Value. All right? Next up, so just wanted to share this, guys. If you guys know Lawrence or Larry Fink, he is, notice, an American billionaire businessman, the chairman and CEO of BlackRock. They're one of the biggest custodians in the world, approximately $6.5 trillion in assets under management, AUM. Now, remember, who's there? Robbie Mitchnick. Essentially, he's at BlackRock now and head of blockchain. He was formerly at Ripple for a brief period, and he was part of with Susan Athey, who did the XRP valuation framework and did, a conservative estimate of XRP valued between $6 in the low case or $32 in the high case. And that is only one single model. So keep that in mind. And I just wanted to share this. This was last week. Did everyone just witness, Larry in these? He has older videos. He has recent videos. Clearly, and this is just my opinion, not financial advice, it seems like he's just lying to everybody, saying they're not interested in digital assets. Please, I've listened to all of the podcasts. I've listened to Robbie Mitchnick at BlackRock talk and discuss. They're so passionate about blockchain. And we even have Brian Brooks saying crypto and blockchain are together. They're, one-to-one. They're absolutely necessary and mutually beneficial to one another. So you can see his old footage. You've seen him. He never says Ripple or XRP, the one that shall not be named. And yeah, maybe we're all just crazy, but it's very comical. And he says, we need something like a neutral bridge asset, something like Libra, and he just cannot, he's describing XRP, like on the news, time and time again. And we already, do all that dot connecting, can figure it out. So, my opinion is, and I talk to financial advisors, they will in the future. I just wish I could tell you when. Maybe it's going to be way sooner than we think in the coming weeks, coming months. They will be selling crypto assets to everyday people through banks or, through different platforms at a premium. And I guarantee that's the case. This has happened time and time again. If you guys watch that 2-minute video I showed you of Tika Tawari, and in the 90s, they accumulated and manipulated the market for 2 years. And when everyone thought the prices were down, it was done, it was over, they extracted trillions of dollars from everyday people. This will not happen again. The XRP community is smart and aware of it, and many other people involved in altcoins. Know what you hold, all right? So, XRP Crypto Wolf right here. USDC governing body center adds JPM and R3 alum David Puth as CEO. Now, why do I talk about center, this consortium, JP Morgan, R3, Ripple? Why? Because they're all connected. Remember, in my previous video, we have the ISO 222 ecosystem, Interledger Protocol family. This was created by Matt from Paris. Now, we have the INAPA founding members. We know Ripple's a founding member. We can see R3. We can see the connections to Swift. You can see Zinfin. You can see SAP, Consensus. And of course, Consensus is now, all connected with JP Morgan and Quorum. We have Circle and Algorand, so another crypto asset. Safe to assume, I love Algo, I love XLM, I like these assets here, and I pay close attention to this family and this relationship, and this does need to be updated because this is from July, but just wanted to share this, all right? Now, right here, the consortium announced that it has onboarded Puth to grow Center's membership and adoption of USDC, this US dollar coin. This is on Coinbase, Binance US, etc. This is a stable coin that I prefer over Tether, USDT, any day of the week because I believe it is fully regulated and a lot more secure. If I'm going to hold thousands of dollars in a stable coin, just in case while the market's volatile or I'm hoping to buy lower, it will not be in Tether. I can tell you that much. You guys decide for yourselves, but I do not want to see anybody lose money. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody. It's just a personal choice. You may be completely fine. All right? So right here, USDC governing body center adds JPM and R3 alum David Puth. All right, they're all connected. All these people are in bed together. And notice, in addition to growing membership, Puth's I can't even say his last name, other main charge will be to engage local and global regulators to support the introduction of new fiat digital currencies built on center standards. Interestingly enough, with USDC, we have, building, of course, on who? We have it with ALGO and XLM already. So you should not be surprised. They're all in bed together. This is why I love this infographic right here. All right. Now we have Jeremy Allaire. This is CEO of Circle as well. Now he has big developments coming, and these are some very bold predictions. Oh, look right here. We have Crypto Mommy right here sharing the same thing, and this is from Matt. He's the one that made this document. All right. So notice he's getting very bold. He's putting out these threads. Like all these people across the globe know what is happening. We have Blythe Masters. We have JP Morgan. We have Goldman Sachs backing the majority of these companies. This is a game. All right, so those that are aware and taking advantage of this and are patient are going to win. Right here, what happens when legitimate stablecoins start emerging in different currencies around the world? DeFi, decentralized finance, based instant FX, so foreign exchange. 2021 will be the year that foreign exchange starts to move crypto native. SGD is the Singaporean dollar, and USD on Uniswap. Guys, please understand, these are big-time CEOs making bold predictions. Yes, it is in their best interest to hype up the space, but I think the technology hypes it up plenty because we understand what is at play here. We understand the groups that essentially could be leveled down and democratize finance and create a huge opportunity and essentially a Cambrian explosion, just like the internet bubble, but much bigger, much bigger. And that is not in a hyperbole whatsoever. Next, guys, Jeremy Allaire also put out a 14-tweet thread commenting on essentially the future of crypto. Very bold statements. I encourage all of you to read through this if you get a chance. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because his commentary reminds me a lot, or at least similar to Chris Larsen, executive chairman of Ripple. And my question is this: what do they know that everyday people don't? All right, now I want to show you this 30-second clip of him on CNBC Squawk Box talking about the infrastructure. And essentially, this will be the core infrastructure of the future economy. Pay close attention here.
Do you believe that they are going to be positively predisposed to cryptocurrency and making it broader, or going to more tightly regulate it? Just straight up and down.
You know, I think that they will ultimately be supportive because this is an infrastructure change as big as the initial commercial internet, and they're going to be focused on infrastructure changes that make America more competitive. And this is absolutely going to be a core building block in that.
Let's listen to that right now.
Commercial internet, and they be supportive because this is an infrastructure change as big as the initial commercial internet, and they're going to be focused on infrastructure changes that make America more competitive.
So we have to think about that. The actual infrastructure change, the plumbing is changing entirely of how not only value moves, but information and everything we know in a distributed manner, transparent. Now, some will have privacy, some will be public, but this is going to change everything we know. And this is why I'm so unbelievably bullish for those of us that hold the right assets. Now, the question is finding the right assets with strong fundamentals, strong tokenomics, the right market share. If you guys are in the venture capital world, you understand if you go after too big of a market, you could spread yourselves too thin. But this is going to be underlying everything. So first mover advantage is key. And yes, I think we know a group that is well ahead of the rest. All right. And to finish things up, guys, I just want to say a massive congrats to James Rule XRP. He put his entire Coca-Cola 401k into iTrustCapital. I couldn't tell you how much. Who knows? I mean, I'm assuming, 100,000, couple 100,000. And this tripled in 1 week. Now, I have a Roth IRA with iTrustCapital, guys. Links are in the video description. You can buy crypto assets, gold, silver, XRP, XLM, Link, Ethereum, etc. And just imagine, I mean, even when 15 cents, 20 cents, we're sitting at 60 cents. So he watched it triple. Now, of course, we're not even past $10, so you guys can speculate as you will. You can get hypey, you can, get excited, because I am, because we are in the very beginning of this asset class, the asset class that is designed at its core to swallow and process all other assets. Truly, and zero doubt in my mind. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video.